Good day, Tamers. You're right there, even though you're kind of off to my provisional, so I'll be kind of staring at sideways. Happy anniversary. I know it's a bit late. I've not been very well, to be fair. I've had a lot of issues, like flu-like symptoms, maybe COVID. Not 100% sure. I've not had a test, but I'm feeling much better now. I had basically a week where I just couldn't do anything. Muscles were on fire, bones were on fire. No breathing issues, which is like why I don't think it was COVID, but very flu-like symptoms, where essentially I was just out of commission from essentially last Friday. I know this is going on, and I'm doing this on Sunday night, so not the Friday just gone, the Friday before, so like 9 days ago. And yeah, I basically just spent the last like 9 days just being dead, trying to rest, recovering on the sofa, trying to feel better. I've got some medication that's making me feel much better now, so hopefully we can keep that going and I'll feel better once it's finished its due course. But yeah, happy February everyone, and welcome to 4 years of Agito Swiftly Gaming. I'll put some music in here somewhere like that. But yeah, we're still going. I'm surprised we're still going, to be fair. I thought we'd have finished a long time ago in terms of dragging my ass as much as I could. But 631 of you people tuning regularly to tell me how amazing I am, and you are the amazing people, to be fair. The fact you keep coming back to watch more content. I know that this isn't always the best content. To be fair, I started off very strong doing the sealed only stuff. But there's not a lot to do back then, and even now there's not a lot to do with sealed. How Digimon really is. So sealed only stuff is very weird to try and make good content out of. And the people who are doing series that are doing a good job of it are doing very good. There are things in the backgrounds that I've been talking to a few other content creators. Hopefully that will come to fruition in the future with all the new sets coming out in the near future, which we'll go over in a second. But thank you again for another year of support. And this year, as I've been saying the last 2 years, or with the year, we get 1,000 subs, and then we make YouTube look at us a bit more professionally. But yes, thank you all for your support. It's been amazing, even though I've been slowly dying. Right, let's go on with the video. So I'm going to turn myself over and look at the screen. You know, professionalism, if you always wonder why I do this, is because I have my camera offside. I have a microphone in front of me right here, so you guys can hear my beautiful, lovely voice that now works again. And yeah, I believe we've probably seen some of these cards before because they got revealed during like the big festival on the 19th. I think it was the 19th. So there might be a few things we're going to go over again. But as far as I'm aware, this is the last thing that was released after what we saw with the Gatamon stuff and the Omnimon that I don't think I shared at the end of the video because we already went over it during the middle section of the video. So, let's start, shall we? Terriermon, rookie, unknown, unidentified, unplayed. Fill top 3 cards to your deck. Add 1 Tamer or 1 option card with Terriermon in its text and 1 card with unidentified traits amongst them in the hand. Trash the rest. Fun thing again for those of you who actually don't know, this does search for Quartzmon. I'm not saying you'd play Quartzmon in Terriermon now, but I'm saying you could if you really wanted to. I'm not saying you should, I'm saying you could. Inherited on deletion, if this card's unidentified traits, you may play 1 Terriermon token without paying the cost, which I think is really good, to be fair, especially because the deck does do a lot of the whole like jumping around. So that's pretty good. Kurisarimon. Champion, when this card would be played from the hand by deleting one of your Digimon with the unidentified trait, reduce the play cost by 3. Then on play when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 3 or less. This is interesting. Well, I say interesting. It's because it pops a token basically. So you pop a token and you can do this. And you know, delete one of your opponent's Digimon, play cost of 3 or less. It's really good. I'd reduce its play cost as well. You know, make it a 2 cost onto the field. It's a very good card. It synergizes very well with the deck. The deck just wants to put tokens out constantly, and this benefits from popping a token, becoming a 2-cost at level 4. Inherited on deletion. If this card has unidentified traits, you may play 1 token without paying the cost. And then we have some new unique support for the sea animal deck. It's now seabirds. Yeah, it's interesting. It's the it's the Chinese exclusive Digimon from the Chinese exclusive game. Century, I think it's Digimon Century or something like that. Ujukuemon, champion, on play, draw 1. If played from the Digivolution card, gain a memory. And it also has aquatic in its traits, which makes it searchable for some of those cards. It also has jamming as inherited, which is really good on level 4. It's not the only level 4 in that deck that has jamming, but obviously having more is always good. And having, you know, the ability with the on play to draw a card and then gain a memory if it's from a source. You're not going to lose out here, are you? Hankunimon, Ultimates, on play when Digivolving, you may play 1 blue level 3 Digimon card from one of your Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. Fantastic. Herited, when attacking must return by placing one of your other blue Digimon as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. Unsuspend this Digimon. And then Jiangpingmon. I think that's how you spell that. How you pronounce that. Mega Vaccine Holy Bird. On play, when Digivolving, you may place up to 3 of your other blue Digimon as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution cards. Then return all other level 4 or lower Digimon to the hand. Each card placed in this Digimon's Digivolution cards by this effect, add 1 to the level this Digimon effect may return. Your turn, once per turn, when an effect places a Digivolution card under this Digimon, you may play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with Aqua or Sea Animal in one of its traits from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the cost. Rule has the trait of Aquatic type. I like this. I think it's going to be very good because it's obviously searchable and it's just always classes that as well. It makes it so much easier to play this in the Seafaring deck. The Seafaring deck is really good. It's had a lot of support in the last year and a half. It's just not really doing numbers. I think it's because people are a bit worried to try and play it in big tournaments because it's one of those weird decks that seems really rogue and it's it's a bit of fun. And it's probably more fun in a singleton format where they have 50 good cards to play with. But for now, hopefully, maybe when this comes out in EX6, we'll see a bit more play. And then Sea of Destruction, main, by placing 1 Digimon card with the Aqua or Sea Animal in one of its traits from your hand as the bottom Digivolution card of one of your blue Digimon. Return all of your opponent's Digimon with the same level as the placed card to the hand. Return all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to the hand. I think this is a very good way of getting rid of a lot of cards that are on the field. For instance, your opponent's setting up Blue Flare and it's just a load of level 5s. It's going to be a really good way of just getting rid of the level 5s because they can't save the sources. And then we go over to the option card for a Lilithmon. Phantom Pain. Main. Until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gains end of your turn. Delete this Digimon. Then place this card in the battle area. End of your opponent's turn. If you have the Digimon with Lilithmon in its name, delay. Then delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Security. Delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. So, I did show it at the end of the last video that when I was editing this video, which is the day after, although I think the stuff went out on the 23rd, I don't know. Whenever I edited the video, this was basically got shown the morning that I was editing the video. Lady Devmon, Ultimate Virus Fallen Angel, Retaliation, on play when Digivolving. If you have Mirai Mikagora, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. If you don't have a Mirai, you may play 1 Mirai from your trash without paying the cost. Good card. On play and when Digivolving. And can be brought back with Flame Hellscythe. Herited, all turns while this Digimon has Angel or 7 Great Demon Lord traits, it gains Scapegoat. When this Digimon would be deleted other than by your effects, by deleting one of your other Digimon, prevent the deletion. I like Scapegoat. I think Scapegoat's really good. Anduin, Ultimate, Vaccine, Archangel, Barrier. On play when Digivolving. If you have a Mirai, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus Security Attack +2 until the end of their turn. If you don't have a Mirai in play, you may play 1 Mirai from your hand without paying the cost. Herited, your turn, or this Digimon has Angel or 3 Great Angel traits, it gains Alliance. Yeah, boy, I'll take Alliance on a Digimon, especially when it's going to be a big-ass Mastimon. I like the Lady Devmon because we need to have an on-play Lady Devmon. And because generally it synergizes with having the Mirai on the field, if you do Angie-Woman first, so if you get a Mirai on the field and then you have Angie-Woman go up, and then because there's an Angie-Woman on the field, you can then throw down the Lady Devmon. Because there's Order Sync on the field, and you can put one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, to me it's really good. The issue I do have though is the fact that they missed the timing for Mirai, and we haven't heard anything about getting a new Mirai. I'm not saying we need to get a new Mirai that's a slightly better version of the old Mirai. The old Mirai is fairly good. It's a 5 cost. The issue with the old Mirai is it's a 5 cost, and Geogreymon helped with the matter of fact of getting that out because it's a yellow tamer, and obviously that got nerfed down to 1 of. I'm Masty complaining now, but no, I think it's really good. And then we have Mastimon Ace. I'm not sure if we had Mastimon Ace arrive before this, and we spoke about it before, or if this was the first showing of it. It might have been that Thursday's showing. So Masty Ace, DNA yellow level 5 plus purple yellow 5. Purple level 5. Hand counter blast DNA Digivolution Digivolution and Hand counter Blast DNA Digivolution and Digimon plus Lady Digimon. One of your specified Digimon and one of the specific cards in your hand may DNA Digivolve into this card. On play, when Digivolving, you may play one level 5 or lower Digimon card with Angel, Archangel or Fallen Angel traits from your hand or trash without paying the cost. Then, if you DNA Digivolve, place one other Digimon to the bottom of its owner's security stack and trash the top card of your opponent's security stack until they have 4 cards in the security stack. This just looks at security control, slaps them across the chops, and tells them stop fucking around and start playing the game properly, because we're fed up of you guys spending 45 minutes not playing the game while having to play freaking 4D chess because you guys don't know how to play the game. Sukamon, Rookie, Virus, on deletion. Delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. Yeah, fair enough. Opponent's turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon attacks by deleting one of your other Digimon, end the attack. We've seen that before in this set, I believe. I don't necessarily think it's great, but obviously there is the whole at the end of attack delete things, so it might be more beneficial, to pop your own level 3, and then your opponent just whiffs into nothingness. Spider-Man, Rookie, free, Digivolution from a Satuko or a Kakin, handmade by paying 1 cost and placing this card as the bottom Digivolution card of one of your Digimon that's level 3 or has the legendary arms traits. Draw 1. On play, while trashing 1 card with legendary arms traits from your hand, draw 2. Which, yeah, I like the whole, you go in even, and that's the biggest issue with this deck. Like, you just constantly lose cards, and then you couldn't keep up because you were losing cards continuously. Whereas in this case, it just feels like a lot of the whole, like, I'm spending a card, I'm sacrificing a card, but I'm getting 2 cards back, so I'm going even. Good, I like that. Zuba Egamon. Champion Vaccine, Digivolution from a level 3 with legendary arms traits for a cost of 2. Handmade by paying 1, then placing this as the bottom Digivolution card of one of your Digimon level 4 or has legendary arms traits. That Digimon gets 4000 DP for the turn. You just get big. Your turn, once per turn, when an effect places the Digivolution card on the Digimon, it gains Raid and Piercing for the turn. I mean, the other one, is it Tuba? Does like the 4000 DP as well, I think. So gaining Raid and Piercing, and you can just swing out into the biggest thing. And if they're just like 7k and you're at least 8k, yeah. And then also the fact that like, a lot of them have the inherited effect that they just get to 2000 DP. Your level 4s could just swing out for like 12, 13k and just like become like a champion rushdown kind of deck. Tyluda, there you go. Champion data, Digivolve from level 3 with the legendary art traits for a cost of 2, and then handmade by paying 1 and placing this card as the Digivolution of one of your Digimon. That's level 4 or has legendary art traits. That Digimon gets 2000 DP until the end of your opponent's turn. Man, that was great. Your turn's turn, when an effect places a Digivolution card on the Digimon, it gains block and reboot until the end of your opponent's turn. That's fairly good, but like, I think aggression is normally where you want to be. And then opponent's turn, this Digimon gets 2000 DP, which, if they want to swing into you and you're a bit bigger, these we have seen before, but we're going to quickly go over them again just because they're in higher quality. And then Infermon, Ultimate on play when Digivolving, but deleting one of your Digimon Diaborman in its name, this includes a token. This Digimon may Digivolve into Diaborman in your hand without paying the cost. Great, pop a token, go into a level 6. And then Diaborman. Mega, start of your main phase, when Digivolving you may play 1 token without paying the cost, and then all turns when an opponent's Digimon is played, you may activate one of this Digimon's when Digivolving effects, and then all turns when all of your Digimon Diaborman in its name gain jamming and blocker. You only have obviously this one, but it does mean like Digivolving by deleting one of your you can't Digivolve again into that unless it lets you Digivolve into X antibody maybe. If we should get X antibody maybe in BT 17. And that's the only thing I could think of, like why you'd want to use this one again. Just like, oh yeah, I'm going to pop another token and then I get to go into Diaborman X. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. Gokumon, they became Digicross. Ultimate, on play when attacking, 1 Digimon may gain security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's turn. Then, if Digicrossing, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP or less. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, return 1 yellow Digimon card from this Digimon's distribution cards to the hand. And then Digicross for 2 from Asanzu, Sago, and Cho Hakimon. I thought originally he was asking for all 3, so it costs you only 1 to play him, as long as you have the sources. But no, apparently it's just 1 off, so it still costs 5. But yeah, it's still fairly okay. Inherited, when attacking, once per turn, 1 Digimon gains minus security attack until the end of your opponent's turn. This, I thought, when we first started getting the cards, it was going to be Venus support, but no, it's worse than that for the rest of us. Sango, Ultimate Virus Wizard. On play, when attacking, one Digimon gains security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's turn. Then, if Digicrossing, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't suspend until the end of their turn. I like this one. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, return one League Digimon card from this Digimon's Distribution cards to the hand, and then Digicross with Sanzu, Goku, or Cho Hakimon. And then when attacking must return, one Digimon gains minus security attack. This seems to be the trend with this line. And then hey, it's Cho Hakimon. On play, when attacking, one Digimon may gain security attack -1 until the end of the opponent's turn. Then if Digicrossing, this Digimon gets plus 3000 DP and gains block until the end of your opponent's turn. So it's a 10k blocker. Not bad, to be fair. All turns, when this Digimon would leave the battle area, return one yellow Digimon card from this Digimon's Distribution cards to the hand. And then Digicross Sanzu, Goku, and Sagi. The reason why I found this was really weird, the fact that it's only one of these names, not all, and not up to 3 of these names, is because obviously it's asking to return one yellow to the hand. But it's like, if you're using all of them, they're all yellows, right? When attacking, once per turn, one Digimon gains security attack -1 until the end of your turn. Again, that seems to be the trait. And then we have Sanzu. On play, when attacking, one Digimon may gain security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's turn. Then, if Digicrossing, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add one Goku, one Sangu, one Cho Hakimon, and one Shakamon amongst them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. All turns, when this Digimon will leave the battle area, return one yellow Digimon card from this Digimon's Distribution cards to the hand. Digicross, -2, Goku, Sago, Cho, Hakimon. When attacking must return, one Digimon may gain security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's turn. You just run this as like a level 5 and that new card, Shakamon. And I think the deck will work very well. It's going to be very annoying to deal with. Hey, Shakamon. Mega Vaccine Tafagata. I have no idea what that is. I presume it's a card of some variety. Digivolve, Sanzumon, Gokumon, Sagumon, Cho Hakimon, cost of 6. On play, when Digivolving, all Digimon gain minus security attack until the end of your opponent's turn. All turns, when this Digimon would be deleted or returned to the hand or deck, you may play one Sanzo and one Goku, Sago, or Cho Haki from this Digimon's Distribution cards without paying the cost. Your turn, all of your Digimon security attack minus are turned into security attack plus. End of your opponent's turn, once per turn, you may place one Digimon card with security attack on top of your opponent's security stack. So, the interesting thing about, the cool thing about this card is it's a different way of getting removal, and obviously a lot of us are very annoyed about the whole like putting things on security stack. Now there are a lot of big boss monsters now in the game that just say, hey, if you move me from anywhere, I just basically poop out all my sources. And because it's at the end of your opponent's turn, you either get a chance to get rid of Shaka, or you do what you need to do, which is probably get rid of Shaka. But if you're playing a deck that does say, hey, look, if my thing gets moved from here to there, it's poops out sources. Like for instance, I think Partition will like trigger as well. So if they move your thing over to security, like Partition will trigger, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, I got 2 bodies now to deal with. But it's your turn, so I don't think you can give them security at -1 either. And then to summon it out, you want a Sanzo, a Goku, a Sago, and a Cho Hakimon. That's -8, so it's still a 7 cost, but I mean, yeah, turn 1, you throw down a 7 cost level 7. I mean, it could be game. Yokomon in training, Bulb inherited. When attacking must return, you may place one blue level 3 Digimon card from your hand as this Digimon's bottom Distribution cards. Fairly good. Like, the Seafaring deck does have a very good array of level 3s, so I can see that being quite useful in the future. And then we have Biyamon, which just has Blocker, and then Jamming is inherited. Level 3 with Jamming is very good as well. Obviously, they've gotten rid of the Bukamon to make it a little less easier for some decks that don't want to run like specific cards, but this is where it's good. And then we have Funnel Excalibur, main, unsuspending one of your Digimon with the Angel, Archangel, or Free Great Angel traits. If you have Dominimon, unsuspend all of your Digimon with the Angel, Archangel, or Free Great Angel traits instead. Security, recover +1, and then add this card to your hand. Very good card. Pendulum Lost, main, if your opponent has 5 or more cards in hand, your opponent trashes 1 card in their hand. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a level greater than or equal to the cards in their hand. Security, activate this card's effect. Ultimate Chaosmon, which I didn't see coming, and I don't think a lot of people did, to be fair. DNA Yellow-Black level 6 plus Green-Purple level 6. I don't know if you figured this out yet, because I've not really been keeping up recently, because obviously been not very well. I don't know if you figured out yet if it's asking for a yellow and a green, or a yellow and a purple, or if it's asking for a black and a green, or a black and a purple. But if it's asking for both colours, then it's going to be fairly good in the Deva deck, because Genbu and Baohou, they both are the colours, and they just go into this big monster now, and they go slap them around. Partition, and the colours we just spoke about. When this Digimon, with one of each specified card in its Digivolution cards, would leave the battle area, other than by one of your own effects, or in battle, you may play one of each card without paying the cost. When Digivolving, if DNA Digivolve, you may place up to 2 level 6 cards from your trash as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. Then, for each level 6 card in this Digimon's Digivolution card, return one of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Your turn. While this Digimon has 4 or more level 6 cards in its Digivolution cards, it gains Secure Attack +3 and Piercing. And this is what I was saying about getting rid of Shaku. Because you can just get rid of Shaku. Because it doesn't say get rid of your opponent's level 6 cards. It just asks for each one. So you can wipe the board, get rid of them, put it to the bottom of the deck. And then, if you've got 4 or more level 6 cards in your Digivolution cards, which I presume you shall, you're swinging for 4 with Piercing, or if they can block if they want to. But they may just fall over and die. Boogeyman. Champion, Virus, Wizard. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and add 1 card with the Fallen Angel or Demon Lord trait and 1 purple option card amongst them to the hand. Return the rest of them to the deck. If you added cards, trash 1 card from your hand. If you were able to reveal 3 and add 2 cards and trash 1, that's still a really good trade. Inherited, all turns while your opponent has 6 or fewer cards in their hand, this Digimon gains 1000 DP. Fair enough. And then Ferrocemon, they've risked this guy up a little bit. Blocker when Digivolving or on deletion. If your opponent has 5 or fewer cards in the hands, gain a memory. If your opponent has 7 or more cards in hand, your opponent trashes 1 card in the hand. When attacking once per turn, your opponent may trash 1 card in the hand. If they don't, you may play 1 level 3 purple Digimon card from the trash without paying the cost. Very good. Doraemon, level 5 is here now. Ultimate Vaccine Weapon Legendary Arms. Digivolves from the level 4 Legendary Arms for a cost of 3. Hand main by paying 2 and placing this card as the bottom Digivolution card of one of your Digimon with level 5 or has the Legendary Arms traits. That Digimon gains Security Attack +1 for the turn. Then your turn was return when an effect places a Digivolution card under this Digimon, it gains Raid and Piercing for the turn. Inherited, your turn was return when this Digimon attacks target is switched. Trash the top card of your opponent's Security Stack. Which has Raid and Piercing. It makes a good sense that you're going to be doing that either way. And then right. I think in English it's Roludamon, but it's Regiludamon. Ultimate Data Armor, Legendary Arms, Digivolve level 4 Legendary Arms traits for a cost of 3. Then hand main by paying the cost of 2. Placing this card as the bottom Digivolution card of one of your Digimon with level 5 or has the Legendary Arms traits. Until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gains start of your main phase. This Digimon attacks, which is fairly good if you know they're going to walk into you and just instantly explode. Your turn was return when an effect places a Digivolution card under this Digimon. It gains blocker and reboot until the end of your opponent's turn. Inherited, all turns was return when this Digimon would be deleted other than by one of your effects by trashing 1 card with the legendary traits in this Digimon's Digivolution cards. Prevent the deletion. A little bit of protection. Very good. A Kokomon. Inherited, your turn was returned when an effect suspends one of your Digimon. One of your Digimon gains 2000 DP for the turn. I feel like we already have this Digimon to some degree. I feel like a lot of the green cards have either said if it's an opponent's card, a card, or your card, it just gain DP. Terriermon Champion Data Beastkin. Digivolves from Lotmon or Terriermon. It's named for a cost of 2. That I like. That I do like. On play, when Digivolving, you may suspend 1 Digimon. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then inherit effect when attacking once per turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. Yeah, that's the yellow side of it. That seems really good. And that's where we are as of now, Tamers, in terms of what is being shown around. We do have some official game news, though. We have seen here, we do have the pre-release event coming out for the Advanced Tutorial deck. For those of you who aren't aware, they did the exact same thing last year when we had Beelzy, and I believe they did something very similar to when we had the Black Dragon and Purple Wolf decks for War Greymon and Metal Grumon at the end of last year. But yes, the pre-release event for the Advanced Double Deck Double Typhoon will be a green exclusive tournament, and as previously mentioned at the LA Digimon Finals, will include an exclusive alt art of the BT3 Terriermon for participation, the BT9 Terriermon for winning. So for those of you who don't know, it is the Chinese art. It looks really nice, but it has like a really weird baby pink and green motif. Not as cool as the Beelzy one in my opinion, But for those of you who do like your winners cards or your promos, go grab one when you can. And then yeah, they have the BT. Does BT9 Terriermon? My brain doesn't think there is a BT9 Terriermon. I think it's BT8 Terriermon, which I think is the Searcher. Searchers for Tamer. It's been a long time. We also now know what we're getting now in EP6. So very nice cards. I'm happy to see that we're getting this reprinted. Nice to see that we get like rarity bumps for the cards that didn't get it in the last set. Seraphi, because it doesn't have an alt, right? So it makes sense, I guess, that it's getting some version of alt. Max rarity, Grace, Nova stuff is cool because that means every single card in the deck can now be a foil. Togemon, because I think the BT14 ones are commons. So it's nice to see these. Could be uncommons, but yeah, it's nice to see them get like a proper rarity upgrade. But it's essentially a good card. Cargodramon, because you generally just want to run 4 of these in any of the Digipolice / D-Brigade decks now. So having the nicer foiling is really cool. And yeah, it's nice to see they get reprinted, and this is such a key card in the deck. It's nice to see that this is a purple card for this. But yeah, double green. It's nice to see green get more representation. This is the serialized card. If it is starting from 00, that is actually quite interesting because obviously technically it's 501 cards that will be available. But I think someone's trying to figure out the maths on it because if it's top 8, it doesn't math into like a full number. So there might be a chance where there's going to be like 507 cards maybe. 505 cards. But I like the fact that it's the Blitz one, which means it's actually usable if you want to use it, as well as it also being this cool art that we have got like, was it EX4? One of the sets where we got this as like the card. It's come down in price a lot, but it's nice to see obviously this actually been serialized, which means that, you know, they're very specific and they're very, very good. Also got the egg sleeves that we get here, which is the finest. It's just top 32. So if you're after some egg sleeves and you want to be the best there ever was, yeah, get cracking. You've got this top 32 you can do, I believe in you. And then winner's map for this series is the ultimate in Machine God technology, Machinedramon. Getting a lot of good support coming BT15 and then it's again in BT16. For those of you who are Machinedramon fans, it's coming. Like, you're going to be eating well soon. It's coming. I believe in you. And then we also got the advert style of the new set coming out here, which I do quite like this. I know it's just like a cutout of the original showing of the booster pack, but nonetheless I do think they've done a very nice job of here making it very colourful. And that is it for today. Tamers, thank you for your time. I'm very tired. I'm sure you guys are very tired. It's another 30-minute video. And that is the news dump, trying to catch up with nearly 2 weeks worth of news. So, ciao for now. See you guys soon. Have a fantastic day. And we'll see you guys hopefully soon, as long as my body doesn't fall over and die again. But there we go. Peace.